Welcome to an absolute masterclass in early stage corporate capitalization for the year 2026. If you have recently registered a new limited liability company, you are likely facing a massive financial catch-22. Traditional commercial lenders expect your business to show thousands of dollars in monthly revenue before they will ever consider approving you for a standard corporate credit card. Yet, as a newly formed entity, you desperately need that exact capital upfront to fund your initial website build, buy your first round of inventory, and establish your daily operations. This old banking model is completely outdated and completely ignores the reality of starting a business. Today, we are mapping out an entirely different strategy designed specifically for brand new limited liability companies that possess absolute zero revenue. We will explore the highly accessible credit instruments that completely bypass the revenue requirement, focus heavily on how modern underwriting models evaluate a brand new corporate entity, and show you exactly how to secure your first major lines of credit safely and effectively from day one. To successfully navigate the early stage funding landscape, you must first understand how a brand new business is evaluated by automated banking algorithms. When your limited liability company has no revenue and no financial history, traditional cash flow underwriting is completely useless. Therefore, accessible business credit cards rely on a different financial mechanism called a personal guarantee. This means that instead of looking at your non-existent business revenue, the bank looks directly at your personal financial habits. By providing your personal details on the application, you are essentially telling the bank that you will personally take responsibility for the corporate bill if your new business fails to make money. The massive advantage here is that your new limited liability company gets approved for a real corporate credit line instantly, regardless of your $0 revenue. The account will report your payments directly to the commercial credit bureaus, allowing you to build an independent business credit profile out of thin air while keeping your personal credit report completely clean of debt utilization. The absolute easiest traditional card to secure for a brand new limited liability company with zero revenue is the American Express Blue Business Plus. American Express has built an incredibly welcoming underwriting system specifically designed to capture ambitious founders at the very beginning of their journey. When you fill out their application, you simply state that your business revenue is $0 and that your company was formed this month. Their system automatically shifts the underwriting focus to your personal credit file. If you possess a decent personal credit score, they will instantly approve your new limited liability company for a powerful revolving line of credit. The crowning feature of the Blue Business Plus is that it earns a flat 2% cash back on all your business expenses up to $50,000 per year. It also features absolutely no annual fee. This allows you to secure a premium high-tier rewards card for your new entity without needing a single dollar of incoming corporate sales. The next incredibly accessible option for a new limited liability company is the Capital One Spark Classic for Business. Capital One designed this specific card precisely for entrepreneurs who are either starting a brand new company or currently working to rebuild their credit profiles. They openly accept businesses with zero revenue and do not require any past commercial history. The underwriting process relies on a soft or hard check of your personal credit history to gauge your reliability. Once approved, you receive an entirely unsecured corporate credit card that earns a flat 1% cash back on every single transaction. There is no annual fee to worry about, which helps keep your initial business overhead costs as low as possible. Capital One reports your monthly payment discipline to all the major commercial credit bureaus. By using this card for your minor daily business, software, or domain renewals, you aggressively build strong commercial credit rating right from the moment of your inception. If you want to secure high-limit financing for a new limited liability company without any revenue and you have cash on hand, the absolute best tool is the Bank of America Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards Secured Card. Many new founders overlook secured cards because they require an upfront deposit. However, this is a massive strategic mistake for a brand new entity. Bank of America allows you to put down a security deposit starting at $1,000, which automatically becomes your exact credit limit. Because your cash secures the line, there is zero revenue required and approval is virtually guaranteed. The incredible benefit is that you still earn 1.5% cash back on all purchases. Bank of America reviews your account automatically every few months. If you practice good habits, they will refund your deposit and upgrade you to a traditional unsecured line, keeping your corporate credit history fully intact. Another highly effective alternative pathway for a zero revenue limited liability company is building corporate trade credit lines. These are commonly referred to as net 30 vendor accounts, and they act as the perfect foundation for a new business. Major commercial suppliers like Yuling and Cool provide corporate accounts that allow you to buy office supplies, shipping boxes, and business equipment today and pay the invoice in full within 30 days. They do not look at your business revenue, and they do not perform a personal credit check. They approve your new limited liability company based strictly on your official state registration and your employer identification number. When you purchase small items that your business actually needs and pay the invoices early, these vendors report your perfect history to the business credit bureaus. Within 90 days, your new limited liability company will possess its own independent commercial credit rating, allowing you to qualify for unsecured bank cards easily. Let us transition into the exact operational structure your new limited liability company must possess to guarantee these easy approvals. Just because these options require no revenue does not mean you can apply with an unorganized business structure. Lenders look for specific compliance signals before granting credit. First, your limited liability company must be fully active and clean within your state registry. Second, you must obtain an official employer identification number directly from the Internal Revenue Service. Third, you must open a dedicated business checking account. Even if you have zero corporate revenue, you must never mix personal money with business expenses. When you apply for a card, you must connect this business account to show the bank that your legal entity is fully operational and ready to handle corporate funds professionally. You must also ensure that your digital footprint looks completely legitimate to automated underwriting scanners. When an algorithm reviews a zero revenue application, it instantly checks the web to see if your company is real. Your limited liability company should have a basic professional website detailing your services. Your contact email address must be securely tied to your business domain name, rather than a free public email provider. Additionally, you should secure a professional virtual business address instead of using a standard post office box, which is frequently flagged as high risk by automated banking systems. Implementing these small professional details costs very little money, but it instantly builds immense trust with banking algorithms, triggering immediate automated approvals instead of slow manual reviews. The ultimate strategy for a brand new limited liability company in 2026 is treating your early credit lines as a stepping stone toward total corporate autonomy. You start by leveraging your personal credit profile to secure easy cards like the American Express Blue Business Plus or an FNBO secured card alongside your net 30 vendor accounts. You use these lines exclusively for necessary revenue-generating business expenses and pay every single statement in full days before the due date. This flawless behavior thickens your business credit file month after month. Within 1 year, your limited liability company will possess strong independent commercial scores and a history of solid bank relationships. At that exact moment, you can completely remove your personal credit from the equation and begin securing massive high-limit corporate credit lines based solely on the proven revenue and financial strength of your independent business. As you step forward into the competitive market of 2026, remember that a lack of initial revenue is never a permanent excuse for a lack of funding. The modern financial ecosystem has provided all the tools you need to bypass traditional roadblocks safely. Focus entirely on structuring your new limited liability company with absolute professionalism. Select the specific easy approval cards or vendor lines that match your credit standing and cash reserves. Maintain extreme discipline by keeping your utilization ratios low and making your payments early. By executing this exact framework, you protect your personal assets, build a powerful corporate legacy, and secure the vital capital your business needs to grow from an early stage startup into a massively profitable commercial empire.